The Black Hills of Thurston County rise to 2,600 feet in elevation and were formed geologically about 50 million years ago. The trees on the hills are primarily Douglas fir, hemlock, and cedar. Native peoples, members of the coastal Salish, use the abundant forest of Thurston County to build houses and canoes. They fashioned baskets and clothes and mats from cedar bark and carved wood into bowls and utensils. These people also used the wood for firewood, dyes, fishing weirs, and medicine. They called the hills Kala or black, reflecting their appearance from a distance. Timber and timber products were early mediums of exchange for the county's settlers beginning in the 1840s. They sent the tall, straight trunks as spars to San Francisco and made shingles from the towering cedars to trade with the Hudson's Bay Company at Fort Nisqually. Among the first lumber mills on Puget Sound were those built at Tumwater in 1847 and on the Nisqually Delta in 1852, both in Thurston County. In the early days, logs were harvested at water's edge and transported to mills via waterways. The inland forest awaited the development of other technologies before they were harvested. The Timber Claim Act of 1878 allowed acquisition of the Black Hills land for $2.50 per acre in 160-acre sections. The Northern Pacific Railroad was granted alternate sections of land in the forest in 1891. Weyerhaeuser Timber later purchased 85,000 acres of timberland in Thurston County from the Northern Pacific Railroad. By the middle 1870s, logging began in the Black Hills using oxen or horses to bring the trees out of the forest. Later, donkey or steam engines were used to yard or tow the logs. Towering spar trees were preserved to lift the logs out of the woods using block and tackle. The Black Hills were soon crisscrossed by railroads. The logs were hauled from remote logging locations to nearby mills or dumped into Puget Sound for transport to distant sawmills. Two major companies, Mason County Logging and Mud Bay Logging, harvested most of the old-growth timber in the Black Hills.